Hold on a sec. We're about to go live.
All right.
All right. I believe we are live. So I'm going to go ahead and get a link. And Galahad, if you can mute your pings, just in case that gets annoying during cast.
Oh, my pings.
Yeah, because I can hear the pings I am making in your
All right.
mic.
Now I need to look at
Discord
okay,
settings,
yeah, I can.
the gear settings, sounds, notifications.
So just the notification sounds, right?
Yes, please.
I think I did it.
Okay, we'll find out in a sec here. All right. Almost there.
You want to send me another message and see if it
Sorry, just a sec.
makes annoying sounds, or
I will.
what are we waiting for right now?
Posting that we are live.
All right.
It is still making a noise.
Fortunate. Okay, so I need to go here maybe. Okay, I think I got it now. Sorry.
Nope. Maybe it's still on my end somehow. I don't know.
I mean, it would be weird if you can hear my notifications.
Well, it's just because your computer's giving me all your sounds.
Oh, are you talking to me or to Wey?
You, Galahad.
Huh. That's very weird.
All right, well, we are good to go. I will message. All right, well.
I turned off all notifications.
Thank you. All right. Yes, and that got it. All right. They're good to go, and off we go. So, sorry for the kind of rocky start, people. We're just getting a little bit late going to the game here. So, welcome to the Return of the King 2026 tournament. This is a War of the Ring tournament using the fan expansion Return of the King, which you can already see in effect here. All that really does is change the starting roles, but we'll cover that in a minute because I need to introduce my co-caster, GalahadB. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I'm excited for this Return of the King match, which is, I think, an amazing fan-made variant to the base game. And yeah, makes for super exciting games. And already we see an interesting start. I would have assumed with Pippin over there that he had Fear Fire Foes, but apparently he does not, or if he has it, he does not want to play it immediately.
Yeah, he chose to not play Book or Fear Fire Foes. Yeah.
I mean, he might have not had the choice if he doesn't have the card.
Yeah. I would assume if he had the card, he would have played
it.
it.
Arab one over in Minas Tirith, I guess. But there are some arguments to be made to put him to the Lamroth, because unless Shadow has Corsairs of Umbar, then he's safer there for the time being.
Yeah, he's safer there. And what we're talking about here, everyone, is that Aragorn is required to be crowned turn 1 in the Return of the King variant. The action dice are set: 2 characters, 2 wills for the free, 3 eyes, 2 musters, a character, and a hybrid for shadow. And then the free people must crown Aragorn. So you can make it to all three crowning points: Pelargir, Dol Amroth, and Minas Tirith. He's chosen to go for Dol Amroth here and to send Merry off over to Tower Hills. And I should introduce our players. He is Wey, kind of a up and coming star on the servers.
Oh, I think Wey is Shadow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did say that backwards. IgForce77 is the Free People's player, and Wey is the Shadow player. So both have been around for a little bit. Wey joined the server 13 months ago, and IgForce 25 months ago. So they've been around a little bit. Wey is currently on a hot win streak. He's currently in the finals of both the base game tournament and the Return of the King tournament. So
very impressive indeed. Yeah, let's see how this one goes.
He's chosen out to bring Barad-dûr out through Morannon.
Yeah, well, he could still go for Minas Tirith even with that pathing. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them go north.
Going northwest.
Really attack Rohan with it.
Certainly looks like it, right? I don't know why you would go north at this point from that position.
Yeah, if you were going for Woodland Realm, you would have gone straight north. Otherwise, it's inefficient. All right, first safe move of the game. Which I guess is kind of good for the Shadow, right? You don't really want to see turn 2 Gandalf. On the other hand, getting a lot of free moves as free people is also pretty good, because like the good thing about this variant, like we used to have a different variant where we had a similar set of dice, I believe, on turn 1, but it was free people can only win by military victory.
Ooh.
And that's kind of hard to do, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, some people still manage to do it, but like if Shadow knows that's the only way this game can end, it's much easier to defend against it. But with this variant, free people have all the options, right? You can still dunk the ring. And I have seen games where in turn 1, the Fellowship was decimated. Everybody left the Fellowship aside from the Hobbits. And you can still dunk the ring from that, right? If there's ever a turn where Shadow has no ice allocated, you can just run 4 or 5 times. Maybe you can perhaps heal for 5 rounds in Minas Tirith and enter Mordor with a very friendly hunt pool. So even if some players aggressively separate companions, it doesn't mean that you cannot still dunk the ring.
And Wey actually here has forced a move out of Rohan, an early Rohan attack, which is really rare on the servers.
Yeah, Rohan isn't mustered at all, so he can definitely besiege. Oh no, actually he cannot, right? If he attacks now, he doesn't have another die to attack.
So you can just wait till next round and see what he rolls, see what free people rolls. Maybe he gets a near free Rohan.
Free people can muster Rohan once now.
Sure, but they're not at war, so they can't make anything. So I mean, you'll get a bonus unit into Helm's Deep.
The moment that that Wey attacks Westernet, Rohan will become at war unless you move Orthanc out.
Yep, you'll get that bonus unit in Helm's Deep. Ooh,
that's not the move I would have expected. I'm pretty sure I would have just mustered Rohan once.
Maybe he's worried that the Sauron army is going to swing back towards Minas Tirith all of a sudden.
Yeah, that might happen. But are you that sad about it?
No, I mean,
you can still do the move next turn with 5 dice. You're fairly likely to have a Will of the West or a hybrid die.
Yeah, I do think
I'm a little surprised.
Sorry, go ahead.
But I'm not saying it's a mistake. It's just like it's very early on to be giving a ring away when you had a solution that did not require giving a ring.
Yeah, these players are just screaming along, moving fast.
Yeah, very fast. Like I need in games like these. What a nice roll for the free people. And there's no immediate Day Without Dawn because the Southrons are not at war.
Shadow did draw Balrog, so that could matter in Lorien quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that's a very juicy card for Lorien.
Free people choose to move,
Right,
looking for that
time
Gandalf.
to get Gandalf this turn.
And that was the critical Moria move. Southrons and Easterlings move down to at least threaten day without dawn.
We
Another
know it's
move.
not in the hand though.
Yeah.
Oh wow, and it's a miss.
Would you play
Do
Balrog here
you use
on the
a ring
table,
here?
you think?
Good question.
Feels like
I mean, what else are you playing with that card?
threats and
With
promises.
the
No.
Palantir. Yeah, you
You
could.
shouldn't.
It's not really doing that much, is it? You can
Probably
move
just put
Gondor
Rohan
up.
to war, put Helm's Deep under siege, get the Witch King, figure out what you're doing with the Palantir. Maybe you just use the ring now on it.
I don't think you use the ring now. You have cards that you can absolutely play. I think I'm inclined to just keep the Balrog. Like, the Fellowship has been moving very safe so far, so I'm not sure that the Balrog extra
Ooh.
tile draw is really going to matter that much.
Right, and you might just snipe Gandalf.
Well, not now. It doesn't look like Gandalf is gonna be killed off now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
would have needed to give another ring to move again to ensure Gandalf dies.
Sure.
Because like with the well, actually it might have been no, if it doesn't reveal, it will definitely kill Gandalf. And if it's a reveal, it's a 0 reveal, you're still pretty likely to hit a damaging tile by moving through Moria.
Yeah. Yep, and as you mentioned, Rohan is going to get at least a chance at a muster here. Is he going to take it
Yeah,
while
but
he has the
now
shot?
Helm's Deep is already at almost full capacity, right? Yeah, the elite makes sense, but it's only adding 1 hit point.
Yeah, it feels like you
And
should definitely.
considering it's the army from Barad-dûr and it can easily be reinforced from Orthanc,
Yeah.
I don't have high hopes for Helm's Deep holding. But yeah, it might be uncomfortable to take, I guess, if
When
you
no
have some
Gandalf
empty
the White
cards.
means you can empty Orthanc fairly safely.
Well, you never know when Gandalf is coming and how many muster dice you roll.
Yes. Yeah, you do have to be a
So
little
I
careful.
like to not cut it too close.
Yeah, and that's right, Strider656. This is GalahadB, the former world champion himself, in the
Oh,
flesh,
well, that
in the
feels
digital
like an
flesh.
eternity ago. 2022, yeah.
By the days of the deep magics, right?
Yeah, back in the day when we didn't have the Return of the King variant.
Well, it's a pretty
Otherwise,
new
I would have
variant.
played it a lot more. Well, I did play this variant basically exactly with Master James in a lot of friendly games.
There you go.
I always loved the more military inclined games. I'm not the biggest fan of Strider sprints, even though I think it's a pretty effective strategy for the most part.
I think it often is. I'll be interested to see as people get more experienced with free people games like this. I was doing some stats analysis the other day. Free people military victories have gone from 5% of games to 10% of Return of the King games. So, and I'm sure
Okay,
more
well,
people.
that makes sense though, because in Return of the King you have that guaranteed turn one Aragorn, so it's much more likely that you get a military victory out of that. Like
Oh,
I think
yeah.
in base game, free people are more at the mercy of the dice than the shadow, because shadow is less likely, I think, to have a truly atrocious roll. Whereas as free people, if you roll like no movement, you're pretty screwed.
Yeah.
But in Return of the King, because you have that extra die, and because you probably set up defenses better than you could in a normal base game, you can make use of almost any die combination, right? No movement is not a problem. You just muster up more, get a huge army that can be a problem at some point later down the line. Whereas as Shadow, if you roll something without musters, like a bunch of Palantirs and a bunch of eyes, then that can really screw you over big time.
Yes, definitely.
And those situations, I think, are much more easily capitalized on by free people in Return of the King than in a normal base game, where probably you don't even have anything at war that can move, right? Usually you have the elves under siege, they can't capture anything. other than Moria perhaps, but that's only 2 victory points.
Yeah, or you get Gondor to war, but all that can muster is Dol Amroth or something.
Yeah, or you lose the game at that point because Dol Amroth is the final 2 victory points that the Shadow needs or something.
When Strider brings up a good question in the chat, who would you say is favored to win here? This is a Shadow suddenly slowed down here. 3 Palantirs is not what they were looking for.
Yeah, and I mean, Helm's Deep is pretty well defended, and Lorien is almost certainly going to fall, but that means the dual line is going to be much harder to take, I think.
Aragorn's already in Dol Amroth. No Corsairs. Southrons aren't even at war.
No, that's true.
Now, from
I
I
think I'd give the edge to 3 people at this point, but I mean, it's early days, right?
Early days, indeed.
I don't think it's a massive lead.
But
I like 3 people's spot right now, especially if you can get Gandalf this turn.
Right. He does a voice muster. Assumably, that's in preparation for a Rage of Dunlendings. He's got a lot of Palantirs, wants to use them in a useful way. I wonder if he's going to go north.
Yeah, I mean, the elves are not at war yet.
Oh, yeah, maybe you can snipe a Rivendell.
Yeah, he
especially with half-orcs and goblin men.
The problem is that you can just muster the elves to war and then...
But if you do that, maybe he just goes for
5 regulars right
the
now.
west.
What else does he have?
Half-orcs and goblin men. We'll put an elite on that, and then he has fighting Uruk-hai.
I think I'd muster the elves here.
Yeah, there it is.
If he moves towards Troll Shores, then you muster an extra elite, and that gets
pretty tough.
Safe enough.
It will give him rerolls on the Fellowship if he sits there, which is not nothing.
That's true, but that's not necessarily a good thing right now, because you'd really like to be hit as 3 people at this stage.
Right, for Shadow it would be. Oh well, yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Yeah, for 3 people it would be good if. And now he attacks Lorien. Well, it makes sense. Elves are at war.
Yeah, there's no reason to delay per se.
Yeah, now you don't need to delay anymore.
Devilry versus Daylight, so always a good time for 3 people. Oof, no hits for Shadow.
Nice rolls from the 3 people's point of view, even if it's only 1 hit back.
You think he presses here?
I mean, you have Balrog in hand.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great point.
But I doubt that you... Well, actually, yeah, if you do get lucky and get 3 hits from the Balrog, then maybe. Oh, and many kings, yeah. But you can't press again, so it's unlikely that you can win the fight with this action die. Yeah, that's the Balrog. Oh, nice. Oh, through a day and a night. That's a huge card.
Huge card to be gone.
So relieved as Shadow to see that gone.
Ooh, he removes the regular. I wonder if that's tipping the hand somehow.
I mean,
oof.
Wow, that's
1 confusion.
Right, that's true. So actually too many rerolls, but doesn't really matter.
Yep. Good on Wey for noticing the rules mistake there. In the Java client, whenever a player rolls too many dice, our rule is that the leftmost dice is considered the correct one. So that's what happened there. Not many hits from free. Lorien is pretty well toast.
That fits perfectly with my experience with the elves and Lorien. They never fight well when I'm piloting them.
Yeah. Unless it's a Lord's game, in which case literally every single elf goes there and 50 HP of Shadow dies against Galadriel, right?
Yeah, okay, that's true. In Loam, things might be different, though. Even in Loam, Lorien rarely holds, and from my experience. But I think it's not terrible, right? I mean, you lose Lorien, but the elves are now at war, and it's hard, I think, for... Oh, do you take Gandalf to the 1, or are you greedy? I think you should.
It is an interesting point.
And kill Gandalf here.
It's an interesting point Strider brings up. 3 people had 2 hybrids, so to speak. They could have gone for a Moria and Dol Guldur pincer for a Free People's Military Victory. I think with the 1 hybrid showing in Shadow having a ring, I think that'd be too early with too little.
And they have a ring, right? So they can turn a Palantir into muster.
Muster, right? Well, there's a 3.
Oh wow, he did go for the greedy way.
Greedy Free People.
and
Paying
you
it
get
off.
rewarded for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Hope he's
I
spending his
did the
muster.
math once, and I think the odds are pretty high to not be able to kill Gandalf in such a scenario. But I guess as free people, you're not too sad if you feel like corruption might be an issue. It's worth it to be greedy and be okay with not getting Gandalf the White this turn. I mean, on 5 dice, it's pretty likely you'll roll another Will of the West.
Yeah, it's
in
a
due time.
50-50 on 4 dice, so I'm sure a 5th dice brings it down to, I don't know, something a little bit lower than that.
And now the interesting thing is, where are the other victory points coming from? I mean, for sure, Helm's Deep.
Right.
And then what?
Well, and actually, it's an interesting note as he shadow lengthens the Southrons and Easterlings together. He discarded Orcs Multiplying again. So Dol Guldur will not get a bonus through irregulars that can go to the Dew line with, Mount Gundabad. So that could matter.
It could, though at this point in time, we don't see an army that's ready to attack there.
Right. Iron Hills and Old Forest Road moves.
Pretty quickly.
Pretty standard.
Especially now on 6 dice.
Yes. Free people on 6 dice is terrifying.
And I mean, Fellowship is already halfway there, right?
Yeah, the ring's basically in the mountain.
Well, not quite, but it is halfway to Mordor.
Yeah. Half-orcs down in Helm's Deep, I don't think I like that move. I would have preferred that in North Rune. You're at least indicating that you're going to want some points in the Dew line, and it makes sense that you would want something there. Or
I
over
like
in the...
it because if you want to attack next round, it's got to be in Helm's Deep. And if you roll excess musters, you can spend them in North Rune. I don't think the army is going anywhere anytime soon.
But that Orthanc army is now completely superfluous, or like nearly.
Well, it's a buffer for Saruman.
There is
that. You might still need reinforcements in Helm's Deep.
Yeah, Helm's Deep has the weird... Helm's Deep has the weird tendency to hold way longer than it feels like it should.
I mean, it does have amazing combat cards, right?
Yeah, but I feel like when I play against it, gets to move on top of the Fellowship. When I play against it, they don't play any end cards, and still somehow it takes 15 HP, or whatever.
No, that's the dwarves for me.
Oh, yeah.
The dwarves in Erebor tend to be very tough. Oh, but we see a Deadly Strife now in hand, which is
an Elven Rope.
Potentially making short work of Helm's Deep. Who knows?
Southrons are still not at war, so no Day Without Dawn threatened.
Nope. Well,
although he's got a spare muster.
So then again, what else are you gonna do with a muster? Well, I guess
Isildur's Bane.
Military
into a 3.
That's a big hit. A 3 from Isildur's Bane.
That's nice hit.
Yeah.
One of the 2 3s left in the hunt pool. The dual 3s. Ooh, and an Athelas for 1.
Yeah, but Strider is not in the Fellowship.
Yeah, so just a 1.
Yeah. On average. Okay, finally we see.
Yep. Southrons and Easterlings at war. A will is spent to move. Hit.
Sense.
And just the 1 hit. Oh, the last 3.
Wow. Yeah.
And it puts
the Fellowship up at full corruption, which is fine because now
out of Morgul wound range.
Yeah, it's not that bad. And the remaining hunt pool is pretty friendly, right?
It's extremely friendly.
Though probably you're forced to be inefficient with the
captains
sacrificing your guides.
Yeah, probably.
You want Gollum, I think, as fast as you can get him.
Ooh, spending a whole movement just to move Nazgul. He does have Grond and fighting Uruk-hai.
Card cycling, I think. You only have 3 cards in hand. If you attack Helm's Deep and you can redraw, then your card economy is gonna suffer. Oh, another move. That's pretty brave.
Oof! Wow. Well, it's hit twice. Well, there's a speaking of efficiency.
That's not so bad. You can efficiently kill off the guide.
It's interesting that he's thinking about it. I wonder if he's holding axe and bow, in which case I would have assumed he wouldn't have put Gimli as the guide.
Yeah, then you would have put Boromir as the guide. So I don't think, like, even if you had it, I think Fellowship is still...
They're barely on track.
Probably.
Fighting Uruk-hai on Helm's Deep, so we'll see how that goes.
A little risky, but yeah, probably.
No return card means you can play your Deadly Strife safely, quote unquote. And with a roll like
And it's
that,
5 hits. Wow.
oof. Well,
Well, there's some discussion here because I had this experience and I played Deadly Strive, and sometimes you only get 2 hits as Shadow, but get 5 hits back,
right.
and suddenly it doesn't look so good anymore.
Sure, but if you play it with Fighting Urukai, they can't Horn Dark, they can't Daylight,
That's true. Especially in Helm's Deep, that is a very real threat.
and you get your redraw with the Witch King. Hey, there's Day Without Dawn. That could matter quite a bit.
Yeah, but now you have Gandalf, and I feel like 3 people already rolled a ton of wills.
They
But yeah,
did.
they might continue
Oof.
rolling tons of wills. Those are
Shadow is hot
some
on the
hard
sixes.
combat rolls for the Shadow.
Well, there goes
Helm's
Rohan.
Deep just rolls over and
Just
dies.
splat. But now it's a question of where are the other points coming from, especially since you're not
Yeah.
holding Corsairs. Gondor's at war.
Well, I mean, there's a huge army now in Rohan with no purpose anymore, so they will almost certainly go towards Minas Tirith. And then you're hoping for some Corsairs sailing into Dol Amroth.
Although, actually, the Orthanc and Helm's Deep army are the same amount of moves to Dol Amroth as Minas Tirith.
Yeah, if you also vacate Orthanc, but that is kind of risky. I was more thinking along the lines the army below
Oh,
Lorien
Parth Celebrant
together
there?
with the army
Yeah.
from Helm's Deep can
Yeah,
go
that's
to
probably
Minas Tirith.
correct.
Because if you move towards Dol Amroth out of Orthanc, then I mean the end cards don't have any use now other than to kill Saruman maybe.
Yeah. And even if you go around the west side of the mountains, you risk Minas Tirith coming back the other way. And
That's the other issue. Yeah, if Minas Tirith moves towards Rohan and liberates that, then it can get really nasty. Another interesting thing is that Aragorn currently is still in Dol Amroth, and the Corsairs are absolutely online now, though we know he doesn't have them.
yeah. And he tips his hand by moving
And
out here.
yeah, now he tips his hand and shows I don't have Corsairs. I'm moving out.
As he moves towards Dale, man, he's making a huge push here. I feel like these games can kind of rest on a knife's edge, though, to maybe be a bit over dramatic.
Yeah, it's not a very strong army. The Elves are at war, and he's one book of like, or he is the Free People player is one book of Mazabal away from getting the dwarves to war. And
Right. And
yeah,
okay, you've moved out. Okay, you have to kill all. You're basically saying I'm going to kill all of Gondor, and maybe
that's a
like,
duty role for
ooh,
the Shadow, and not such a great role for the Free People.
yeah, I'm getting a little nervous about the Free People's position here.
And yeah,
Only
I
one
agree.
move, and it's a hide, and Shadow gets a full round of doing whatever they want, basically.
Yeah, it will probably depend on how the next strongholds are holding up.
Sure. But even
Because
if they
so far
just,
Lorien and Helm's Deep didn't really put much of a fight up.
yeah. And if he spends these moves, couple hybrids or army moves to get consolidate armies and then moves in, you can get a full stack with an elite over Minas Tirith. You can, if you move over your Nazgul, you might even put Dol Amroth under siege, depending on how the mustering goes. You might be able
I
to
mean, with these
quell all
dice,
of
yeah,
Gondor.
you can put quite some things on the siege. I'm not sure I would attack the dual line with that small army. I think I'd focus more on Gondor right now.
I agree. You've forced a muster out of them. That's maybe all you really need out of them.
Yeah, and I mean, if you can trap Aragorn inside Dol Amroth, I think the odds of Free People getting a military victory are basically zero.
Agreed.
So I think that's
Ooh,
never a
Dale.
bad play.
That's a
Interesting.
move. I guess he just really wants to. Oh, I think I see it. He's threatening Woodland Realm to incentivize the Free People to put a muster there, and then just go kill
Maybe I
Gondor
don't think you should muster there. Ah,
as Free
okay.
People.
I mean, I don't hate it, but
Yeah.
it feels wasted.
Old Forest Road, putting the North toward that way. Maybe he's just looking to sit between that army and Dol Guldur.
Well,
Get
the
an early
only way
mouth.
Dol Guldur is gonna. Yeah, okay. I guess I see it. If you don't attack here, they might move to Dol Guldur. But where are the other 2 victory points coming from? Like
Right.
even if that army, which does not have a hybrid die to march into Dol Guldur this turn, how does 3 people get another 2 victory points?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, especially with the army in Cardalon there, or just north of Cardalon, rather. I forget the name of that region.
And the other risk was, but that's very unlikely if 3 people had another scouts.
Right.
And then suddenly you push them to war, and that way they are even closer to Dol Guldur.
Yeah, they could hybrid move in just for the kicks. I'm not sure it'd be good, but it'd be a move.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
Especially with the army in Parth Celebrant there.
Like you'd have to spend a ring to get it done. And
Right.
I think like your remaining 2 rings should probably better be spent elsewhere.
Well, this game has been rocketing forward. We've been slam bam game.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's half an hour in, and we're already at quite an advanced stage, turn 6.
6 points.
6 points now. Yeah, I mean, remember when we were asked who's favored? That was turn 2, I believe. 3 people had taken 4 moves, and Shadow was sitting at 0 victory points.
Yeah, what a
Now
turn.
it's a very different picture.
How the turns have tabled.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm the kind of silly in me is like, well, maybe you can get an early mouth, but I just don't see it
Yeah,
being
I was
good.
thinking that very same thing, but are you really attacking the dwarves with that small army? With the elves and the North at war, which is basically a suicide mission. And at that point, you're investing a ton of dice just to get an extra die.
Right.
And, getting your small army or medium-sized army in the North completely evaporated. I don't think that's a good idea. But he's
Erebor.
going for it.
He's
Okay, I
going
don't
for
like
it.
this play at all, but that's fine.
Right. Maybe
Like in order to get the mouth online, you'd actually need to attack Erebor 2 more times.
he does have Horde from the east, so he could put that into East Rune, move to Iron Hills, move to Erebor. That's not that's completely
true.
crazy.
That's not terrible. And suddenly you do have a full stack in Erebor, but you also have the elves and the North at war.
Right.
So they can move into Dale and then threaten a retake. Maybe not this turn because you really don't have perfect action dice as 3 people.
Just trying to get Erebor gone before Dane, I guess.
Well, he might already have Dane in hand. It's unlikely.
I would.
He just used Swords and Eriador, so he needed to draw it with the redraw. 1 in 17 chance, very unlikely.
Gonna Grand with a 5-1-5 versus a 2-2-1.
Oh, wow!
Wow,
that is a ballsy play. I mean, you do have a Deadly Strife, but I recently had a Deadly Strife scoring 2 hits.
Yeah.
So things like that can absolutely happen. Well,
There's
okay,
3.
not to Wey apparently.
Just so
That's
4 hits.
hits. That's really
versus
good.
4 back.
But 4 hits back, and you cannot stop the fight.
So
it's 3 hit points
terrifying.
Against 2 hit points. And I mean, he doesn't have great cards, right? He has Relentless Assault in hand.
He does get to redraw.
Dark Lord, which is not playable. So you're really banking on the redraw here being at all good.
And it's not.
Which it is not. I mean, it's an amazing card, but it's not helping.
Just a little bit of luck for the free people and the Witch King dies.
Now. And something like Heroic Death.
Hey.
Yeah. There's another way, though. That's not the Heroic Death you want to...
1 hit for Shadow.
You want to spend.
There's one for free.
But we'll spend it now. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the Witch King will survive.
Well, maybe.
Almost certainly.
If the free people have a no quarter, if they're hiding a no quarter. No card left, so. No hits for Shadow. 1 hit. Just one hit. Oh no.
Yeah. I think if you were going with the Grand play, you should have probably, but then you don't have the Deadly Strife, I guess.
So, do you ring sortie here?
The muster.
Do you ring sortie here?
I would sortie out of here. I
think. Two shots at killing the Witch King.
You have to use a ring.
Yeah, but you 2 shots at the Witch King?
You don't really have a shot at the Witch King. The army can move away, leaving the Witch King there.
Right, but if you sortie, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, but you'd need to spend a ring on that.
Not worth it, you think?
I don't think so. 2 dice is like a 33% chance. Oh no, it's 50% chance, right? It's a 50.
Yeah, two for 5.
Maybe. I mean, you can lose, right? Because you still have 2 regulars. So
And he does
maybe
take the
worth a shot.
opportunity to put the dwarves to
Yeah.
war. So he's going to get his early mouth that he
But
worked
is
so very
this
hard for.
really worth the
Absolutely
mouth?
not. Absolutely not. You could
Like,
put
you've
Gondor
spent
to
so
war.
many actions, you've completely evaporated your army that you had there. And now you get the mouth as consolidation price, but you spent the entire turn. Like, instead of this, you could have put the Lamroth on the siege and potentially pressured Minas Tirith.
Hello, Doruk in the chat. Good to see you. Enjoying your content so looking forward to more of that from you. Welcome. Man, what a crazy turn.
Well, this was definitely a very good turn for the Free People.
It
Even
ended up
though
being,
they
yeah.
are not hiding the Fellowship, which is why I don't think I would have moved to Dale from Woodland Realm.
Putting
Actually,
the mouth in
okay, we
Minas
do know
Morgul.
that he has Hill Troll, so maybe it was a good move.
What was that about
no,
Hill
Hill
Trolls?
Trolls only
Yeah,
upgrades Sauron
right,
units,
and
so
he
it
drew it
doesn't actually
late,
do anything.
so Grey Company is always a silly card. I do not understand why that kills the unit, but
Yeah, that's so brutal. It adds 1 hit point though, so it's
it
kind of
does,
nice.
and 2
But
strategy draw is good.
I'd say if Grey Company would allow you to upgrade into an elite from the casualties,
Ooh,
then it would be a great card.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Because thematically it would make some sense, because you're not really killing the regular to get an elite. You're upgrading regular to an elite,
Right.
no?
One
You're
of the
promoting it.
yeah, yeah. We'll save that, or I'll save my long list of custom cards. We'll see. I've been toying with doing a custom card competition, so we'll see if that
Oh,
manifests.
Candles of Corpses is juicy here. Now
Could
that
matter,
there's
yeah.
no column yet, and
Couple more
Fellowship
eyes.
has taken some hits.
Ooh, mediocre roll for Free People. Good enough, I suppose. They hide with the will.
I mean, considering that Shadow just lost its army in the north,
Yeah.
it's not a bad roll. That's what I meant, right? I mean, it's definitely not the roll you were hoping for, I think, as Free People, but it's totally something that you can make work.
Yeah, 2 musters. It wasn't like 5 Palantir. That's the main thing, right?
Yeah, 5. That would be really tough.
Ooh, Shadow is moving is actually pretty juicy for the Shadow here. Can consolidate in
Marching
fold.
towards Minas Tirith.
Oh, get
as
rerolls on the
expected.
Fellowship. That's kind of cutesy. You can move the Northwestern Army. Yeah, that would be my suggestion. Force out more Elven recruits. Use up those muster dice.
I definitely
That
must have
doesn't feel good as Free People spending your muster dice up there.
I don't know. It doesn't feel that bad, I think.
I guess I'm just thinking I want those in
Woodland Realm
Gondor,
is
but
pretty safe now, and with Rage of the Dunlendings gone, I don't think Grey Havens is coming under attack, so where else are you spending your elves and musters?
Well, especially with the dwarves at war, and Ered Luin has the bonus swords and Eriador.
Right, that too. Yeah, I think the Eriador line is pretty safe now. The dual line is pretty safe now.
Which means
So
all
yeah,
of Gondor
Gondor
has
is
to
mainly
fall.
the main focus, and Gondor is already pretty well defended.
So what do you do here as Free People? Gondor's pretty well defended, but at some level, that's all the points that Shadow needs. If they just take that,
absolutely.
they win.
I mean, Gondor is going to fall eventually. So something I'm thinking is, can that Dale army reinforce itself with some Northman elites and then march towards Rohan? But that's a pretty
It's a long
way.
Yep.
But along the way, you have an empty Dol Guldur and an empty Moria.
Yep.
So you can take Dol Guldur maybe, or threaten it for some action the shadow and then either head towards Moria or towards Helm's Deep. And once that Fold army is moving towards Minas Tirith, which it probably will, then the Rohan line is not that well defended unless you vacate Orthanc.
Yeah. It's going to be a long trip, but maybe it's worth the time
it's
it
a very long
buys.
trip.
Oop, candles for 3. Wow.
Ooh, that's so painful. I mean, remember we had Isildur's Bane hitting for 3 and now Candles also hitting for 3. That is devastating.
Now the hunt pool is extremely friendly. There's like 2 2s. Thank you, Wey. He is not listening, but he is showing us. I mean,
it is.
If all the eyes hit for 1, it's almost no damage there.
Well, it's unlikely that all the eyes will hit for 1s when there's 9 dice that will be rolled, right? So you're expecting 2 to 3 eyes at the very least to be in there.
Sure. Yeah. Well, but then they have to succeed, unless you're talking Mordor. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking in Mordor.
Yeah. Rivendell is put under siege.
Run into ice before Mordor, so the hunt pool is larger.
Yes, agreed. And speaking of,
this is actually pretty good. Probably take a random here, I guess.
Man, in this position is...
Yeah, I think I would take a random.
In this position as the free people, though, I'm getting pretty nervous about a fellowship dunk at all. I guess, and you've spent
Absolutely.
There's Another Way.
You know that There Is Another Way is gone, too, right? So that's not an option. He didn't take any hit. Okay.
As free, you're looking for Bilbo's Song, Mithril Coat. He's put in 1 blue tile, one of the zeros. I don't think he might have.
I think he also put the -1 in.
That sounds right. Another elite in Minas Tirith. Oof.
But yeah, that candle's hitting for 3 is absolutely brutal.
That's a big deal.
You need Bilbo's Song.
And one of the red tiles is already in. I believe it's the red one. Or is it the eye?
I don't remember which red. I would have said it was 3, but I'm not sure.
That's the one I would have said it wasn't.
Well, you might be right. I'm
Pelargir is attacked. No hits. Can the one guy do the thing? He gets his 1 hit. Good job, guy.
I think I'd still retreat to Pelargir, though.
To Lemedon?
No, to Pelargir.
He's attacking Pelargir.
I'm sorry, Osgiliath.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I meant Osgiliath.
Quite possibly.
I see the value from moving to Lamedon. It's more immediately useful, but the Osgiliath army might be more able to retake Pelargir if there's 2 regulars in there.
And actually, is that all the Gondor
problem is if that southern army moves towards Dol Amroth, then who's defending Pelargir? Then again, the Gondor force pool is not that big at this point.
Right, they're out of elites, I believe.
1 elite.
No, I think it's all the elites.
Oh, right, he must have won in Minas Tirith.
Yeah, so all 5 elites are on play.
But then in that case, I would have 100% moved to Osgiliath and mustered 2 regulars in Lamedon and Dol Amroth.
Both sides are up on hits.
I guess there's some argument to be made to muster leaders. Yeah, like this. Okay, that makes sense. I stand corrected.
Leader in Minas Tirith.
But not in Dol Amroth. Okay. Didn't we already see?
No, he put 1 in each.
Yeah, leader, but no regular in Dol Amroth.
Sure.
So he probably has kid and ships then.
Possibly, although the elf pool is pretty tapped at this point.
Yeah.
Advantageous saves the guy.
Okay, he's just getting this guy to survive.
Good job, Tom Bombadil. So there will be a full
But see, there's now 1 regular defending Pelargir. So if you had 2 regulars in Lamedon, in Osgiliath, it's much easier to pressure Pelargir.
Draws a character card, looking for those blue tiles, looking for Mithril Coat. Using the Mouth's ability to move armies, DA goes under. You have a trapped Aragorn, so no dead men.
But that army is not that...
Ooh, is he going to field? Woohoo!
Wow, okay, that's brave.
Now, do you spend Day Without Dawn here?
Does not have any leadership.
No card,
and if you have anything in hand, then...
Is it a daylight? It's a daylight. There's Celeborn,
okay,
so...
Yeah. You will win this fight.
Only 1 hit for Shadow.
You have
3
4
hits for
rerolls.
free. There
yeah,
you go.
that looks pretty good.
And Shadow cannot meaningfully force the issue here.
No, I think you stop here.
You got her, right? With those cards?
I mean, now if you take casualties like this, you have to stop. You roll only 4 dice against 9. 3
Yeah.
people is rolling 9 dice.
Yes, because
against your
Aragorn's a
4.
captain of the West. Okay, he's choosing to take
He's
them
thinking
slightly
about it.
differently. Yeah. Here we go. Press.
Okay, then you can press. But I
Man.
still think you lose this.
Man. Whoa.
No card?
Yeah, there he's going
Did
to
you
say.
say no card?
Yeah, he's waiting. He was thinking on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't hear the no card.
Oh, interesting. Sorry, everyone, for the ping noises. I don't quite know what's going on there. Hopefully that'll resolve soon.
It might come from Wey.
He should be muted, but we'll find out.
Yeah,
Another
his voice
daylight.
is muted, but maybe not his computer.
Maybe. Just one for Shadow, and yep,
Oof, yeah,
thus
okay.
melts the army of the Shadow.
And you take another regular down now, so no big deal for the 3 people.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have downgraded this.
Right, because you have regulars to tap, and you don't even need them for dead men.
Yeah.
Man.
Probably, I mean.
So for all this talk of feeling like that was a bad hit, the Fellowship is still in serious sad town.
Absolutely.
Free People's
and
military
that, I think,
victories
now
are
is the biggest strength of the Shadow, that the Fellowship has taken some devastating hits. The Isildur's Bane 3 and then the Candles of Corpses for 3. That's basically what's
oof. No musters for Shadow.
Not an amazing roll for the 3 people.
But no musters. This could be a go snipe Dol Guldur kind of point. Baiv hides the Fellowship. Interesting. I think moving to take Dol Guldur and then relieve Lorien buys you the most time.
You want to muster and Dale first, though.
Sure, but
wow, okay.
Oof, wow.
That's
but against the one guy, you don't need to leave almost anything behind, right? And you've seen Horde for the East played, so you know that's
true.
not happening.
The fact that Horde for
and
the
many
East
kings.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Many kings has also been played.
But he's forcing the Fellowship.
And there's nothing nearby, right? I mean, the closest is Mount Gundabad, which
right.
is also only 2 regulars. So
and he doesn't know it, but Orcs Multiplying again is gone. Now, again, he doesn't know that.
Though we see Pits of Mordor, so there is some reinforcement still.
There is. So it was the red one that is in the pool, as well as Smeagol helps Nice Master.
All right.
Man, another move here. Hit
that is
for 2. Well, just a 1.
It's a 1, not a reveal. That's huge.
Yeah, Doruk,
so
can the Polish
will get in on effective 6 corruption?
No cruel weather either, so that's good.
The random is Boromir. And I'm pretty sure you take something as casualty, otherwise the Shadow can allocate 2 eyes in Mordor, which is not what you want to see.
Well, he lucks into
that's
Pippin.
Huge. You can send him to
Minas Tirith, yeah. Or you could, if you really wanted, he could go to Fangorn, but I don't think that's the best play.
I don't think so. I mean, even if you have end cards, I mean, it's not clear that the Orthanc army is going anywhere.
Tries to draw for Cruel Weather, doesn't get it. Would you ring draw for Cruel Weather here?
No.
Save that ring for emergencies.
I don't think you're too sad to see 3 people make it to Mordor this turn, because they are in a pretty bad shape and they desperately need to find healing cards. And once they're in Mordor, there's no stalling. They have to move every turn.
Yeah, this was a tough turn for both players. Shadow didn't have any musters, but Free People didn't have the musters or hybrids to take advantage of it. So they felt forced into, I presume, into making a play for Mordor.
Yeah, maybe.
playing ring wraiths are
Yeah, the fact that you
broad.
can't muster up anything in Dale, this is kind of scary. Like, I mean, Shadow is on 6 victory points, right? So there's not like if you vacate everything, then Shadow might be able to do it the hard way and just muster stuff in North Rune and send it towards the Dew line.
The Osgiliath guy gets his one hit, so that's nice. I don't know, man. That Gondor army could pop out and go do things in Rohan if you're not
Oh, you're
super
just
careful
cycling
here.
character cards at this point.
Sure, but that's what I'm scared of. If the Gondor
As
army
Shadow
just
or as
goes
three
to
people.
Rohan, yeah, there we go. Okay, that's safer.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Draws into
But you
Morgul
only have
Wound.
a single attack die as 3 people this turn, so they can't
Sure,
get
there is
anything
that.
done in Rohan.
Theoretically, you could play
And if you give up
guards.
Minas Tirith
Kindred.
for it, I'm not
Hey,
even sure it's worth it. Oh,
gets
that's
a
nice.
regular in Rivendell.
Yeah, that's almost certainly enough. And we know Balrog is. Oh, well, it's outside the range of
Right.
Balrog. I was
Balrog
thinking
is
more
gone,
local
though.
style.
Half Orcs is
Yeah.
gone. Oleg High is the only forward reinforcing card left, other than the Hill Trolls in hand, which won't work there.
There's Monsters Roused.
You're
But
right.
that
You're right.
may have been played already.
I don't think so. I haven't seen it, at least. Or at least I don't
Okay,
remember
so
it.
then there is Monsters
Ooh,
Roused,
field
potentially.
battle over Minas Tirith. This is my kind of
I mean,
game.
yeah,
2
you
field
have
battles.
you have way too much, right?
Oh,
You
absolutely.
the first 2 hits you take are completely free. You have 6 cards in hand.
Plays a
Definitely
desperate
go for
battle.
field
I don't
battle.
know, man.
Well,
There's a
Daring
Daring
Defiance.
Defiance.
Yeah, that's the freest Daring Defiance. You only have a single companion there. It's a Hobbit.
Right. 2
That's
from
2 hits. Those are
Shadow.
free
3 total from
3 hits.
Shadow.
Okay, so you lose lead and
And
regular.
there
That's fine.
goes
Ooh,
4 hits
4 hits
onto the
back.
Shadow.
Yeah, now you can't press anymore. It's just, because you
Honestly,
have to lose the.
you're in trouble. Like, ugh.
Well, you're not in trouble as Shadow. No, you just you don't win militarily. I don't think.
No, that's
You
true.
have to win by corrupting the Fellowship, which you
No,
have excellent odds of. I
yeah,
think.
that's fair. I guess what maybe a
Well,
different
maybe
way of
not
saying
excellent. It really depends. Like Mortar is like you said, the hunt pool is fairly friendly, and a lot of the damage cards have already been played.
it
I
does have
think we've
Morgul
seen
Wound and
Lure, and
Breaking.
we've seen Candles, and we've seen Mogul Wound, I believe. Or
Yep.
did we see Lure? I'm not sure. Maybe not. No, we
No, we
didn't
haven't
see Lure.
seen Lure. We haven't seen Foul Thing.
Well, Foul Thing and Orc Patrol,
Are
right?
draws.
The 2 cards left. But in Mortar, those are a little more risky, right? If you have 4 or 5 eyes in there,
Ooh,
that might
spending a ring to
backfire.
draw a character card. He does go fishing for Cruel Weather.
Yeah, now that you don't really have a way of winning by military victory, it makes more sense to spin the ring to draw cards.
Now, as free people, do you risk the Cruel Weather, or do you just attack Druid and Forest and play a Stab the Witch King card?
You definitely don't risk the cruel. You don't move again. That's what I'm saying. You are already in dire straits corruption-wise. You definitely do not take another step. If Shadow plays Cruel Weather, it allows you more time to find your healing cards, right? Your Blue
Right.
Tiles, your Bilbo Song. You're not too sad about it, I don't think.
Gandalf goes to Minas Tirith. That makes sense. That's a good move,
Yeah, that
I would
makes
say.
sense, I think.
I'm a
Minas
little
Tirith falls.
surprised Aragorn doesn't go running to Rohan, but Dead Men is going to be a minimal use right now, so he's probably just better with the army.
Yeah, something that might. Oh no, we've already seen Riders of Theoden, right?
No, I don't believe so. Well, we saw Celeborn's, and I don't know what the other daylight was.
I'm just thinking. I believe Riders of Theoden allows you to muster, for example, in
Yep.
Forts of Eisen or Easternet.
Yep,
So
it does.
even though Rohan is completely conquered, that might allow you to Westernnet or fold. Well, probably not fold Westernnet and.
I don't think you could do it.
Muster.
Well, yeah, you would have to. You'd have to have kind of the right scenario.
Yeah, but I mean the defense in Rohan from the shadow is not that strong, especially now with the Driven Forest army being somewhat decimated.
Right. Yeah. What are you going to take Gondor with? Just these, 8 regs. Good job.
Well, you're not taking Gondor anymore, I don't think.
I'm actually a little surprised
by corruption.
I'm a little surprised Minas Tirith didn't take a regular hit rather than downgrading an elite. You've got regulars to muster, just reinforce that way. Once it became obvious they weren't going to press the issue,
That's
you
true.
need the combat dice.
I'm not sure that Ministerials can afford to march out though. Maybe they can. I mean,
If
where
they
are
can,
Shadow
it's
Victorians
barely,
coming
but
from?
yeah. And that's the hunt pool, everyone. So 2 2s.
Mhm.
If you call the eyes ones, 6 1s. So
Well, they will not be ones. The eyes will be 2s.
well, if
Or
yeah,
3s.
yeah. It's going to be a tough
But I
run,
mean,
but
you can get
doable.
lucky, right? If you run into a -1 and
Yep.
a 0.
Yep.
Even a 2 isn't so bad, so Boromir dies efficiently.
Get down to Gollum, yeah. So
Get down to Gollum, exactly. Play a little
honestly,
song.
it's not
That
awful. I would describe half
I
the
mean, it's
tiles
not
there as good
good.
for.
I wouldn't say it's good, but it's not complete desperation mode just yet. The
Right.
question is how many red tiles will be drawn and how many blue tiles will be drawn. And if the number of red tiles is greater than the number of blue tiles, then probably
Then
you're in trouble.
yeah. Or if your name is Biz, you just hit Shelob 6 on the first move and you're toast. So
Well, if your name is GalahadB, you hit Shelob 6 on step 4. That happened twice to me, I believe.
Ooh.
Once with Isildasbane, I was cruising. I was on step 4. I had 6 corruption. I had nearly a full fellowship left to tank hits, and then he plays Isildasbane, draws from an enormous hunt pool. It draws Shelob's Lair, rolls a 6, and I'm just dead.
Well, there are some more eyes. They will be 3s if they hit. He did throw Oleg high,
Yeah.
which I'm a little surprised at. Although, with this hand, what am I proposing he throw? I would kind of say the musterings, honestly. Ooh, there's Mithril Coat. That's
Mithril,
good
okay, that's
for
good.
free. You're
Though,
playing.
yeah, it's actually too early, right?
You're playing Worn with Sorrow and Toil rather than using it for cycling.
Absolutely, you're killing Mithril with it.
Oh,
Like, what
right,
are you
right,
gonna
right, right,
do?
right,
You
right,
you
right.
run into a 2,
I
you
forgot to play.
sacrifice Boromir, and suddenly Mithril Code is gone.
I forgot
So
it could
that's
take cards off
totally
the table.
worthwhile.
Few people draw a card with the Will of the West. They're just digging for Bilbo's Song in the blue tiles.
Yeah, you're only moving once per turn.
Yeah, you're not under
And maybe
pressure.
not even that. Maybe you just hide if you don't have to move.
Consolidate in his Gileath. Ooh, leaves Druid an open. If the free people have a
I don't
scouts,
think
that could get a little dicey.
I don't think 3 people will walk away. Like, now you're in Mordor, you just need time.
Oh, there's a 0. It's a reveal, which is annoying, but you have an extra character. Do you play Morgul Wound as Shadow here? I assume you do. Or
Yeah, for
Breaking.
sure.
Not
Oh,
breaking.
right,
Not
you do
breaking.
have breaking, but you also have like some tiles that you don't really want to draw with
Well,
breaking. I
you
think
actually don't
save
want to kick
breaking for like
Boromir.
Gollum's Guide to get the guaranteed 1 point of corruption.
Right, and
Like,
you want Worn with
playing
Sorrow and
breaking now
Toil
is
to
kind of
hit.
risky. If you hit an eye, that's not good.
Yeah, Morgul Wound's great, and it's the best it's ever
I
going to
think
be.
Mogul Wound is the safer play. You play breaking once Gollum is revealed for that guaranteed point of corruption.
Right. Well, actually, it's worse if you hit Boromir because then Worn with Sorrow and Toil wouldn't trigger, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. The worst is if you draw Shelob with it.
Yeah. Well, Shelob 1, right? Or Shelob 6.
Well,
Six
it doesn't
separate
matter. It
6
could be Shelob
companions.
6. You only have that one companion that you can separate.
Yeah. That's what I want to see, a Shelob 6 on breaking.
With only one companion in the yeah.
I have one time had a game of Shadow that went so abysmally bad. The free people dunked with an entirely full fellowship other than a crowned Aragorn. Gandalf led
Oh, wow.
all the way,
Oh.
and they dunked. And it was like, well, cool. I mean,
I had a string of games where I was Shadow and the free people were never revealed until they were already in
Mordor. Yeah, those
the Mordor
suck.
track.
Minas
Or
Tirith.
revealed on step 10.
Minas Tirith, do you play the Dread and Despair here for the cycle? He's going for the Desperate Battle.
Yeah, you don't really have a character card that you want to cycle. But Desperate Battle is kind of risky. Like, you imagine Sudden Strike, and then you take 5 hits, and suddenly there's a sortie coming.
He's playing Relentless. I don't know, man.
Well, you're not forced to take any hits.
I guess.
Yourself,
So it's
right?
just a cycle.
So
I
yeah,
don't know. It feels
that
like
makes
you might
sense.
really want that Day Without Dawn soon.
It's unlikely, right? If 3 people would need to roll 3 or more wills for it to really do something.
Well,
Like
but even if they
trading
roll...
a card and die to remove just one Will of the West is probably not good enough.
Sure, but sometimes that one Will of the West is the difference between a dunk or not, right?
I don't think you're really playing for time here as Shadow,
Okay.
right? You'd,
Yeah, I hear
you'd
you.
love to pressure free people to move more than once per turn.
I suppose.
I don't think you need to incentivize them to go slow by removing wills, so that makes perfect sense to me. You'd love some more character cards though. You want to find the other red tiles, you want to find
Ooh, another
yeah,
Daring
basically
Defiance.
that.
Doesn't Daring Defiance... Yeah, Daring Defiance doesn't work
Yeah, you
when...
can't play Daring Defiance here because Gandalf already.
Yep. Confusion on the part of the players.
Yeah, that's
It is a kind of stupid rule in my
so
opinion.
Gandalf cannot sacrifice his leadership twice. Oh, so he's arguing he's not.
So it is a new battle in which he didn't say shine.
Not shining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That went by pretty fast.
That's why I usually ask before every battle if Gandalf is shining or not.
Right. It's tough, right? It's such an easily missed thing. But these guys are on the tip top of their game, so to some extent, good on him. And I think we can give IgForce the very solid benefit of the doubt. He had Daring Defiance in his hand, and he knew he wasn't intending to play.
He knew what he's doing.
Oof.
Wow, that's a great roll. That one downside I was gonna mention, but with this roll, it's out of the question, is that if you are not shining to play Daring Defiance, then you give Shadow the opportunity to press.
Right.
And Gandalf cannot shine on the second round either. But yeah, if you get 4 hits and only take 1, then that's not a big concern. And
press draw.
Pressing. Okay, that is a ballsy move. I don't think I agree with that.
Shadows Gather's a good draw, but with what army?
Play Dread and Despair. Okay, yeah, you can play Dread and Despair, but then if there's a sudden strike, you can still potentially even get hit 5 times.
Yeah.
And
I think he's just saving the Dread.
Wow.
I think he's saving breaking for just the flat. Oof.
That makes some sense.
For the flat one
but
corruption.
You're potentially losing Mouth and the Witch King. Okay, not with this roll though.
Well, Shield Wall, ladies and gentlemen, doing what Shield Wall do.
Nothing.
Yep.
A big nothing.
Despite being actually like one of the most powerful cards, like straight cancel a hit.
I mean, it's doing more than advantageous position as most of the times.
Right.
Because that almost never hits anything.
All right, free people, sortie and kill the Mouth and Witch King. I want to see it.
That is so tempting, but
it's so bad.
Against 4 hit points, we know he has Dread and Despair in hand, so the only way that can actually work is... Oh, well, it can work if Gandalf is shining. Yeah, it can work if Gandalf is shining. But it's very unlikely now.
Yeah, it's...
You need it more than one hit.
Dawn? Oh, okay, with Aragorn. Yeah. There's no Corsairs being threatened, so you have an opportunity to do something here. Barely.
Not a great roll.
And 1 hit. That's less good.
Corsairs have not been played, have they?
Correct.
I think they're still in the deck, so I'd be a little wary of vacating Dol Amroth.
Yeah, you do have regulars to muster, so you could do a double regular muster in the 2 places, and that'd kind of get you.
Still Kid on Ships, which we have not
that's
yet
true.
seen.
That's true. Although the hands have been pretty well cycled through, so I guess I feel like it would have. Well, maybe not. Reinforce Pelargir and reinforce Gorgoroth. We just need more guys to throw into the meat grinder that is Gondor.
Yeah. I'm just not sure, I guess you want to retake Pelargir, but why, right? The Shadow is 4 victory points away from winning the game. They are not getting 4 cities.
I think it's just to set yourself up for the opportunity, so it's 1 dice when you need it, as opposed to 2, right? That's the only thing I can come up with.
That matters. That's actually a pretty decent roll for the Shadow, because you want some musters because you don't really have any armies. And that's a terrible roll for the free people because you can't afford to move fast.
At least you have the army with Aragorn that has a useful... Challenge of the King.
Challenge of the King. That's juicy.
There's 1.
And you have Mithril
There's
Code.
two.
So if you ring them into 3
Will we
ice, you
corrupt
can...
Aragorn? No.
No. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really good. The one downside is it makes it more likely that you will find the red tiles.
Yes, that is the weird downside of those.
The upside is it also makes it more likely to find the blue tiles.
Shadow has dreadful spells they could play on Minas Tirith if they want, although obviously that would be bypassing a cycle.
That is huge. That is huge.
Actually, they even have a Orthanc guy there, so they could just use it for cycle if they really want.
Yeah.
But they'll need more hit points before they can do
Gandalf,
that.
But you definitely need some reinforcements
What
for
are
that
you?
to happen.
Why is he moving out of Pelargir or thinking about it?
Because Pelargir doesn't matter at all, in my
I
opinion.
guess. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, that makes more sense to me. If free people want to make them take it. Free people
something else.
gives a ring.
Oh, you use a
to
ring.
draw.
Okay. To draw a card. Okay.
I
now
guess.
Shadow can also use a ring and draw a card.
Yeah, they had a Palantir, but yeah.
Kill Gandalf this turn. If you now have 3 moves, then you can play dreadful spells and then use the ring to attack Minas Tirith.
Yeah.
You cannot press, right? But you have Onslaught, so that's not good.
Yeah.
Depending on how many hits you get with dreadful spells. If you get just 1 hit or 0, then yeah, you're probably not taking Minas Tirith.
The decks are pretty thin now, though, so free people only have 9 more cards left to go find 2 blue tiles and Bilbo's Song. The odds are getting pretty good.
They might already have something.
Right.
Maybe they already
have
Bilbo's Song or something.
I think you wouldn't ring draw if you had something, right?
Maybe not.
Shadow is weirdly out of armies to move that mean anything. Yeah, give him muster in Minas Morgul before you move out. Why not? Heck, throw some guys in Moria and Dol Guldur just to prevent shenaniganery.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking like free people military victory is happening. But at the same time, you're one really terrible roll away from it happening after all. So I guess now with the ring. But maybe you're planning to use the ring this turn. I know I would.
Sure.
And then, yeah, if next turn you don't roll any musters.
Oh, he was thinking to muster before he Shadows
right.
Gathers.
Oh, I didn't see. Yeah, now that you have the ring, you can still play dreadful spells, and then you have 2 more attacks to press.
I am a little surprised no muster before moving, but oof, 2 hits that weren't necessary. But up a flat 2. So do you take Boromir and lose Mithril Coat? Yep.
Yeah, unlucky. But I mean, if you use Mithril Code here, then you might draw a red tile. That would be
good on Wey for asking. I appreciate the sportsmanship there. But nope, apparently not. Which makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense, but it's really sad to see Mithril Code gone.
Whoa.
No. Wey is right, unfortunately. IgForce, yeah, it is gone. You played Mithril Code slightly too early. Now,
technically, Worn with Sorrow and Toil should remain in play, but this isn't a Lords or Kings with promo game, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't do anything anymore. I think I'd probably ring to play Dreadful Spells now. Right, okay,
he'll trolls.
Obviously get elites first.
I guess, but you had a muster you weren't doing anything else with. I'm just surprised. I don't know.
Well, you might want to
there's Bilbo's Song
to muster in Moria and Dol Guldur.
You know, to your point from earlier, why ring draw if you have a card? If the card is Bilbo's Song, you were gonna wait for that, so that makes sense.
Well, you still have a spare character die anyways, though, so why not ring draw?
Right,
but
see all your options.
Waited maybe, and maybe the card he drew was Bilbo's Song.
That's true.
We will not know until we watch the replay.
Yeah.
But I mean, now that a lot of eyes have been dealt with.
Yeah, this isn't.
Well, it's still not looking great, honestly. It's 5 corruption,
3 moves without hitting a red is basically what you really need here.
3 moves without hitting a red, then you win the game, yeah. And there's only 2 reds, and if you run into a blue tile, then the red might not kill you. If it's the 1, it's
Right.
not so bad.
Shining. Okay, this time we're being clear about
Yeah.
shining, so that's good.
Yeah, I guess you might not need dreadful spells if Onslaught does its job.
Right, just splat goes candy. Ooh, axe and bow.
Mighty
So
attack. Okay, that's not a very powerful effect.
no, oof. Well, that's not a very powerful roll.
Oh no, absolutely not. But I think the military game is not that important here.
So just 2 hits from free because the Hobbit auto hit with
But you
his
still
mighty
have to do
attack.
rerolls.
You should still have leader rerolls. Yes, there it is.
Yeah, but only 2.
Yes.
So 3 hits.
He
right?
got what he needed.
Yeah, the 4 I think is too much because Gandalf does not add leadership because he's shining, so he has 3 rerolls. He's sacrificing the Hobbit reroll for the mighty attack, so he only gets 2 rerolls.
Yeah.
So the 1 and the 6.
Oh yeah, and then
That is onslaught for 2
Yep.
hits. But now you only have 4 hit points left.
Jeez.
Well, dreadful spells might do the job though.
Denethor's Folly.
Does it really do anything here?
No. It'd
You
just
use
be
that
funny.
as a comedy effect maybe, but I don't think you're playing it otherwise.
I'm a little curious. I feel there's Kieran's ships. I feel like
Yeah,
Shadow
I'm not surprised.
took 1 too many there. I'm a little unclear how that. Maybe not.
No, they took 4 for the onslaught.
Did they take 3 for the combat?
And 3 for the combat.
Okay,
yeah.
then I'm just miscounting.
I think, but I'm not entirely sure how big the army was. So
it used to be a 9. I thought it used to be a 7-2.
Oh, he's
so
playing
that
dreadful
would be...
spells as a comedy effect. Okay, so he's really given up on the military.
It was a 7-2, so he's correct. Shine. Man, this is... I don't know. I guess I feel like a ballsy play, but well, with that kind of rolls, it's...
Well, you just want the cycle now.
Right. And what are they going to do? Break out and take Mordor? No, not really.
No, they are not breaking out. You just want the cycle now.
And there's a red tile.
Sense. And you got it, right? You got the red. Do you move here?
Oh, did someone take a hit? It's truly someone took a hit there. I believe the Devilry.
No, I don't think anybody
I thought
did.
Devilry hit once, but maybe it didn't.
I don't think so. I think the 5 was on the reroll.
Okay,
but it
then
happened so fast, so I might be wrong.
I'll take these players at their word that nothing hit there. It is funny
I'm
for how
so deep in thought that I didn't really register the order of the rolls and who rolled what.
Well, it is
so
it
it's
is
a 20% chance to run into an eye if you run now, and the eye is the only thing where it makes a difference whether you move now or not.
Oh, there's Pelargir.
Okay, Pelargir. Interesting.
There's
I don't think Pelargir is that much.
There's the
well,
3
okay,
hits.
if you're rolling 3
Poof,
sixes,
jeez.
then it's
Shadow's dice have absolutely dried up. I don't know.
Yeah.
A Free People's if Shadow rolls very badly, a Free People's military victory is not like ludicrous.
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah. But still, it's very unlikely. I mean, that Aragorn army is not that big.
Should definitely put a Southron in Umbar and a yep.
Yeah.
And Through a Day to Night is gone, so you're not worried about that.
Yeah.
But what about Angmar and Far Harad?
Victory points before Gollum corrupts the Fellowship.
Yeah. Wow, what a game.
Shadow's still at 6 victory points, right? If you completely open up Gondor, then...
Monsters Roused with Minas Tirith gets you kind of the game.
Victory points. Well, actually only...
yeah, and Shadow's actually only at 5. They're correcting it, yeah.
And which other victory point are you getting?
None of the above.
No, actually, I mean, Corsairs are still in the deck, so you can muster up a ton in Umbar and then Corsairs to Dol Amroth. We know Kid and Ships is gone, Imrahil is gone, so that is something that could happen.
And only 4 strategy cards left.
Yeah, you will find Corsairs at some point. You might just not have a big enough army to capitalize on it. And I'm not sure you'll take Minas Tirith with 4 regulars against 3.
Well, yeah, and you're not like outside the realm of Aragorn just coming and killing him to remove your dice.
Yes, but is that really worth it?
No, absolutely not, but it'd be funny.
I mean, the game is pretty close to ending Probably. Well, who knows? I mean, if Fellowship moves very slowly once per turn and hits a red, we might still have 4 more turns left.
I'm a little surprised by this. I'm not sure I would have. I'm fairly confident I wouldn't have played New Powers Rising here. I would have saved the Palantir for breaking or for drawing a
You
character
still have
card.
character dice to do
Right.
it, though.
Right, yeah, but you have a Palantir that's not doing anything.
Well, that's true. You could have used that to draw into your last red tile.
Right. Or even a tile draw card just in case you need it for
Yeah,
emergencies.
now that some of the eyes are gone, the tile drawing cards are much more appealing.
I believe just Foul Thing and Orc Patrol left in that pile. And I believe we're still looking for, I think we haven't seen Lure.
Yeah, I think Lure is still left in the deck.
Free people are not scared about their Will of the West being discarded because Day Without Dawn has been played.
Yeah.
Got a pretty close game on our hands. Good to see the finals are giving us a show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely still pretty close. I mean, Fellowship is in some rough shape, but so far Mordo has been fairly kind.
It does
So
reinforce
they can absolutely
Guldur.
dunk. But we know that there is another way's gone. We know that Bilbo Song is gone.
No
And
Forebod's
Athelas
gone.
has also been played, so there's no more healing left in the deck.
Yeah.
The only healing that's left is from the blue tiles.
And even
yeah,
then,
if we see one of those, then
yeah, File's not even in play. Oop,
not yet.
Aragorn's moving out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Threaten the Witch King, I guess.
You can't really threaten it because he can just stay there.
He could Dread and Despair. Oh, he retakes Pelargir. Oh. Oof.
Oh, you're not running away with the Witch King. That's very bold.
Interesting.
I
He's
guess
moving.
you do have Dread and Despair though. So,
if you use this character to attack, though, then you have to use the Will to move the Fellowship or take a free corruption.
Well, you will definitely move once, I would think.
Right. It's just odd.
Yeah.
Oh, Foul Stench isn't terrible.
Does it? But still, I'm worried about Sudden Strike.
Heroic Death. Interesting.
Okay,
Sudden Strike would have been very good
not
there.
What I had in mind.
Sudden Strike would have been crazy good there. And no rerolls, right?
You can't kill the Witch King, right? It's you have to roll 4 hits.
Yeah.
Sudden Strike would allow you to do that, maybe.
2 hits. Do you take Aragorn for the 2 hits here? Probably not. Just a regular leader.
I don't think so.
He didn't take a regular leader. He's not doing any heroic deathing. Surely you take a generic leader.
Well, I guess, yeah, I guess I would take a leader.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the thought process there is.
Me neither. But now I think we're getting to interesting.
Did he redraw for the Witch King?
Territory.
Yep. Did he draw for the Witch King? I don't think he did.
Oh no, I don't think he did. Yeah, but he should. So I think 3 people should definitely move one more time this turn.
And to be clear, everyone watching, I message them. We message only in the case of rules breaks, which this obviously was an oversight.
Yeah. And I mean, Shadow is still looking for that final red tile and the 2 tile drawing cards and Lure. Yeah, interesting. How do you split up the armies? You definitely want to bolster up Minas Tirith some more, I feel like. But you also want Aragorn with someone so you can.
Well, so you can play Last Battle.
Retake Caligula, I guess. Well, or threaten military victory, I guess. I mean,
sure.
If Shadow rolls like only Palantirs and Eyes, you can march past the guy in Minas Mogul and take Morannon and Barad-dûr.
That was an interesting move.
You now opened up the Lamroth which is a little crazy in my book.
Ring to oof. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's still Dol Amroth is not safe now. All it takes is some Corsairs flying in, or sailing in, which rather. But not this turn, I guess. You don't have them. You don't have leaders anywhere, so those character dice aren't doing anything.
Surely, as free
So
people, your
maybe
last
Shadow moved a little too early towards Dol Amroth.
Shadow is checking. Way is checking to see if the free people are going to effectively be guaranteed to spend their last die hiding or moving. Excuse
Yeah, I
me.
don't think they
Yeah, I agree.
this time. They weren't revealed on the last step. Was it 2?
Minas Tirith is attacked. Will obviously go into siege. Honestly,
Yeah.
there's a non-zero chance the Gandalf dies here, so that's good for Shadow.
Yeah,
Especially
it
with
might
Cruel.
absolutely happen now
Oop,
that
red 3. That's
oof,
tough.
now that Heroic Death is gone. Well, I guess even with Heroic Death, Gandalf would still die. But
Right. But a Cruel's
now you
death
don't
in
kill him.
hand.
Now you play the tile drawing. The
Breaking?
extra corruption card,
Breaking.
no?
Oh, yeah, breaking for the bonus hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to kill Gandalf. Bonus one
No, I
corruption
don't
that
think
can.
there's any hurry. Like killing Gandalf at this point is not that worthwhile, I think.
Yep, but he's gonna go for it. Shine, no shine. We'll figure that out. Honestly, a Devilry of Orthanc, you got all the time in the world. You can play all these cards. No shine against that many Nazgul?
Well, they have so many rerolls anyways,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's true.
I
They have
think
5
3 Ice Battleades plus the mouth, so he's gonna have 5 rerolls anyways.
Yep. Daring Defiance is good, turns out.
Yep.
But
Yeah, against this army, it's very
2
hard to
hits,
hold.
I mean, so yay. But Gandalf and Pippin, surprisingly, Pippin is not a captain of the West, so free people is down to 4 dice.
Yes. Gandalf the Grey is a captain of the West.
Right, but not the white, which is a little funky, but
white.
it's probably good that Gandalf the White is not more powerful than he already is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess you probably have enough time to play Breaking of the Fellowship.
And there's Corsairs.
There's Corsairs of Umbar. Okay.
Do you just use it here for the Deadly Strife?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, not when you have a Devilry. That's for sure. And a Cruel as Death that isn't doing anything else.
Yeah, Brave Stand is a great card.
There's 2.
2 hits. Wow. That's big.
And, oof, 1 back is tough.
People have not rolled this well in this combat.
There goes the last Sauron regular, so there is no chance of
Spirit of Mordor.
Spirit of Mordor, yep.
Yeah, but I think when this battle resolves,
oh yeah, they're super dead.
It's gone. I don't know. Yeah, I think I would have preferred to just let Aragorn sit in Dol Amroth, lose Minas Tirith eventually.
Well, only 1 hit.
A lot of time.
Yeah. Well, only 1 hit. Shadow can take it. Still have 5 dice with 1 more press.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you play Deadly Strife here.
No, I agree with you.
Corsairs, and that can get you Dol Amroth.
I agree.
The free people can stop it from happening by attacking Lamedon from Aragorn.
Yep.
Because that way, Shadow would have to...
No hits for Shadow. Gandalf survives.
Okay.
That's actually kind of big.
Yeah, but the Fellowship is in such dire straits. You need blue tiles now.
Yes.
Well, I guess you can get 0-0-1 or something. So it's not completely over, no.
Phlox and Stormcrow, neither of those. I mean, the Great Host could matter for killing Gandalf.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed kill on Gandalf.
2 more eyes is actually really nice for Shadow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean...
That's the exact amount you want.
3 people, you can't really do much about that. You just have to cross your fingers and hope not to run into them.
at this point, yeah, I think you just hide, move, and hope. Hope and pray everything goes right. Unfortunately, Shadow's going to
No, you
win.
cannot dunk the ring this turn,
You have no
as you
elven
need to
rings,
ensure that Galamroth stays alive.
right? He doesn't even care if Gandalf shines. Oh,
Yeah,
look, great
it's a
host.
guaranteed kill.
And actually, with just like 2-3 musters in Umbar into Corsairs, military victory for Shadow, right?
That's why I'm saying no. It's not because of the Pelagia, I think.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They are a
I
point short. They
should
are
it
a
be
point
7
short.
victory points?
They moved it to 8, but it's not.
Maybe I'm missing something too for us.
No. There's only one city in Shadow control.
Yeah, it should be 7 victory points, no?
Yeah.
Maybe you tell them.
Yeah, I think I.
Because that can change how they play it out. Because as long as Galamroth doesn't lose the game, 3 people can do what they want.
Yeah, and
Or am I missing something?
no. You're
I think
right.
it's 3 strongholds and Edoras, right? So it
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
7.
Yeah, or you can just count the cities. They don't own Dale. They don't own Shire. They don't own Pell. So
Yeah, the only
and
way it would have been
go ahead.
wrong is if they were actually at 9. But yeah, there's no way they can be at 8, right? With only
Yes,
one city.
and yeah, and I don't
So
feel.
okay, in that case, you could theoretically move, but you're not winning this turn if you do that. So I don't know.
I don't know that one Easterling regular in Iron Hills could take Dale.
Yeah, unlikely.
Oops, Smeagol helps my master.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
a good start.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great start. I don't think I'd move again. I think that one move was good.
Right.
Now you only need.
Now that you know you can't be. It's very, very unlikely you lose this game, even with Corsairs. This turn.
The thing is, if you move again and hit an eye,
you're dead.
instantly
Yeah.
lose the game. Though on the other hand, if you don't move,
you're relying on
might
2
not
moves
have
next
enough
round. Yeah.
dice next turn, because now you're down to 5 dice and you don't have a ring anymore.
And you know there is another way is gone. Mustering an Umbar kind of tips the hand that Corsairs is coming, but there's only 2 Shadow strategy cards left.
It doesn't matter that much as long as you're not also losing Pelagia. But I think I just muster up Galamroth and Pelagia here.
Probably.
Okay, that's
Draws a character card.
not
I don't.
bad.
He says pass, but that's not what he meant.
No, he already did an action.
Yeah.
Do you play Cossairs now, or do you muster once more?
I would have definitely mustered once more. It's just too small to absolutely guarantee with that.
The thing
and
is, to win, you also need to take Pelagia. So how much time do you have?
Right. Really, you're gonna have to show. He's just attacking with the regular.
Sense. Yeah, that makes sense, because then when
what's he gonna do? Field battle you?
They immediately merge and continue to siege. So
yeah.
he saves some time. Because it's unlikely that you'll go to field battle over this. And if you do,
Shadow is -7 on 6s.
Yeah, we could see that in the combat, right? It started out pretty well, but then it dried up.
I thought that was a bold move. I liked that.
I think it's a correct move. You don't really risk much. Like, even if you have a stalemate and they both kill each other, then you can afterwards just Cossairs in unless they muster.
Right, they would muster at that point, I think, fairly regularly, but you haven't really lost anything.
Yes. But then you didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
So the only way it goes south is if they do risk to fight and they kill you, but you don't kill them, which is possible, but fairly unlikely. And at this point, you have to take some risks, I feel. I don't like this move. You don't have another attack, so Galamroth is gone anyways. And now you actually risk also losing Pelagia.
Right. The 2 character dice could be taken Pelargir from Minas Tirith.
And then you sail in with Cossairs and win the game.
Well, you Corsairs first, but
hold Pelagia now.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, now as Shadow, I know what I'm doing. I go to Pelagia and
Is this...
play Cassez and hope the 2 rounds of combat are enough to score 1 hit. Yeah, that's a huge misplay, I think. Like, yeah. Oh no.
Actually, well, yeah, no, yeah, you can't, even if they spend their muster, that's their last die. They could...
Yeah, then you have 1 regular. I
They
think that
can't...
3 hit point army with the Witch King and tons of rerolls.
Or even if it, like, musters in Lossarnach, you don't have another move to take Minas Tirith.
No, you're out of action at this point.
Yeah, that kind
The question
of
is, can that army in Umbar
actually do the
take
deed.
Labyrinth? You don't have great combat dice, right? You need the Deadly Strive to send them to Lamroth.
I mean, I guess you make the
Yeah,
regular in
now he
Pelargir and...
sees that he made a mistake.
Yeah.
It was a very big mistake, unfortunately. But he might still survive. It's not guaranteed. Like, you have 2 rounds of combat if to roll a 6. Wey doesn't have any cards that help, really. I mean, you have Swarm of Bats, but you don't have rerolls, so it's only going to cancel the Free People combat card.
What a sportsman move out of Wey. Wey is offering to undo the move.
That is indeed very sportsman. But yeah, I would say it's a little late now.
Yeah, I think for the tournament finals, I think that may.
But I mean, it's fine, sure, if they agree with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good both ways,
not the
but
one to stop them.
Okay.
But I think if the realization came earlier, then
yeah, if he did it before Shadow moved, I think that would be a fine. Yeah. Although again, it's the finals of the tournament. You cleared the die is gone, turn is over. You know, it's to some extent.
I mean, for sure, we're just talking about sportsmanship here.
Oh, Lure
Shadow is offering
yeah,
rewind, and that's good on them, but it's in no way, shape, or form something that they are expected to do or required.
Lure was spent here. Apparently, it was thrown early in the game. So.
Oh yeah, then it probably was spent during combat.
It was a discard. It was a not shown discard. It says here.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure what he's looking for. I feel like he has the obvious moves here. So, do you have a card? Yeah, sure that they are terrible or Swarm of Bats. Oh, he's looking for scouts, but that wouldn't matter.
No, scouts wouldn't matter. You cannot run away from this fight. You have to hope that the regular gets 2 hits off.
Did he play Black Breath?
Which is possible.
The Black Breath does nothing.
No, that's one way to do it. That's 2 hits. That's too much. Unlucky.
The Black Breath does literally nothing, though. Why bother playing it?
To cycle and draw another card. But yeah, I agree that They Are Terrible is probably the better card to do it.
Swarm of Bats.
No, Swarm of Bats, well, okay.
It'd give you rerolls. Yeah.
Card, I guess.
It's effectively the same thing as They Are Terrible.
And now Cassez sailing in. Yeah.
But he has no cards to matter.
Yeah, he doesn't have a card to play, which is good. Only Swarm of Bats to cancel whatever the 3 people could play, but what could they play, right?
Well, you have to. Don't you have to sack leadership to play Swarm of Bats? Somehow in my head you thought you did.
No.
But okay, then I'm just wrong. No hits for Shadow.
Okay, that's not a hit.
Can free people getting hit is big. That's big.
Yeah, then Shadow's down to only 2 attack dice, which makes it less likely.
They need a 6 on one of these dice.
Well, it's a 30% chance.
Sure. No. We go into another round. What a close finish.
Yeah, I think none of this would have happened if Pelagia stayed. Well,
absolutely.
Stayed with his army in Pelagia. Like, you just need to buy one more round. You took the risky move. You survived. Now you just need to.
The last red tile.
Roll 2 or 3 movements.
And actually, the weird thing is, as long as DA doesn't fall on the very first die, you're fine as free people. You don't even need to dunk this round.
Not with this roll. But I guess, yeah, you can retake the Lamroth.
And then where are the other 2 points for Shadow coming from? There's no army anywhere. I think Shadow has like
Rivendell, but that's not winning the
right.
siege.
Shadow's got 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 hit points on the board total. Maybe a bit more.
But I mean, it's possible they. No, it's not possible that they take Glamroth now, right? They have absolutely no units anywhere close. They can muster up some, but I don't think they have enough time to send them over and then break it in one round of combat. Do they?
I mean, you can make like 4 elites in Umbar.
But you could win the game potentially with some tile drawing, foul thing.
Yeah,
foul thing into Shelob. Oof.
You certainly should play the red tile here, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, he's going to start with foul thing
But
before he puts in another eye.
This first and then play the red tile
right.
afterwards.
That makes sense because it's the eye.
So you don't draw the red eye and then it just helps the.
So it is a straight damage and reveal on the Fellowship. That's good.
Right?
Yep. Every little chip damage counts, and unless the Fellowship hides right now, you can breaking.
Well, you should hide right now.
You absolutely should.
What else are you going to do with the character die? I mean, if you want to stop the corruption, you would have had to move otherwise. Now you don't have to move, but you definitely have to hide.
Confused
to avoid the extra corruption, right?
Right. I wonder what the holdup is here. Maybe they're trying to remember if Golem can reduce. I believe he.
Because it's
correct. Yeah, he only works on beige tiles.
Tile. He just ignores reveals on the standard number tiles, but not on the special red tiles. Like if you drew this normally, you couldn't reveal to stop the damage.
Right.
So you can't do it now. But it's a red tile that's gone now, right? So it's not that bad for the 3 people. At least you're getting rid of a red tile without having to spend a die to move. You just have to spend a tile to hide. Yes, that is how I remember it. I did not check the almanac, but that is how I always played it.
I'll double check just to make absolutely make sure we're not all crazy here, but I'm certain. Oh, they're moving on.
I am 99.5% sure.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, so why is Fellowship hidden? Without spending that character die? Yeah, they should be revealed. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you have to, yeah.
Okay, there we go. So he thought he could be, yeah. Okay, we're all good. He hid instead of playing File, and then we'll play File in a
but he was playing File with Palantir.
Right.
While having a hidden Fellowship, which did not make sense.
Yeah. I agree. We were in a weird state. We are in a correct state now.
Now we are in a correct state. Yes.
So what do you do as Shadow?
Well, now you play the red tile.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Well, actually, you don't have to do it now, I guess, because 3 people
don't have rings. Don't have there is another way, so it doesn't matter.
Know that there is another way. It's gone.
Yeah.
You have seen it in combat, right? So you know it's gone.
So
there's no reason to rush. So
you make 3 elites in North Dunland.
North Dunland to go to Rivendell.
Right? You could do a 5/3 move your Nazgul over with the character dice. That's like not nothing. 3 people have no army moves. So 3 elites in Dol Guldur, you take Woodland Realm.
Oh, interesting.
We haven't seen Thranduils go by.
But yeah, that's true.
And you don't need lots. They'll muster once. They have no elites left because they Círdan's.
They don't have a lot of.
They have nothing left. Yeah. Círdan's took their last elites, so even if they have Thranduil,
that's only going to be 1 regular, right?
That means Shadow's game, right?
Well, most likely.
Sure, I mean, theoretically, they don't roll a 6 and 20-some dice, but...
You have Relentless Assault, so yeah, it seems pretty likely.
Yeah, he's counting his dice, just making sure.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is enough, and it seems very hard to defend against. I didn't even see it at that point. I was more focused on can he muster up in Umbar and then move to Dolemroth, but Dolemroth is so well defended right now.
Hope they've.
And Eriador seemed to, yeah, that's just too big of an army in Dale, right?
Did he remanifest it? A die somehow? Not quite sure what. Power 2 Great has.
Yeah, that seems odd. That seems like he. Oh, he didn't muster 3 times. He just mustered 2 times.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's
correct, okay.
Yeah.
That move didn't matter, but I'm sure he just was like, well, I have a half move.
But then it's gonna be close, right? With only 5 hit points against 2 hit points defending, that might not be enough.
Yeah, you're right, Strider. Power 2 Great wouldn't help here anyway, so.
No, it's Woodland Realm.
I mean, it's
the
something like 12 dice or 11, 12 dice looking for A6, and you could Relentless Assault to make that.
2 6s if you muster the. I think there should be one more
Nope.
regular.
He did an elite and a regular down with Kieran's, I think.
Oh, yeah. Then it's pretty unlikely to hold. You can even send Nazgul over, play they are terrible. Yeah,
right.
Then it's probably G. Yeah, that's why I didn't like Aragorn moving out of Dolemroth turns ago, because like, what does it accomplish, right? You may get Collegear.
Game is too long. Yeah, well, I hear you there. It's a 13 turn game. Return of the King games have that tendency, right? You just like, oh my goodness. And I mean, this game hasn't been that long. We've been running just under 2 hours, but sometimes people, it's a late game, I think, but IgForce is in Russia. So
yeah, saving. Wey is saying he needed to save the character, which I guess in this turn is correct. But then if you're not using the character to hide and take a free corruption, you go
right.
up to 10, and you need at least 3 character dice next turn to have a shot.
Strider did go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I basically finished my point.
There could have theoretically been help unlooked for right now.
That's true. Now would have been a great time to
so either he didn't have it or he spent it earlier.
We've seen a couple of no quarters already. So
yeah, I think there's only
might
2.
Not exist anymore.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he was checking for when he was checking cards earlier.
Oh, yeah, probably.
He's probably just smarter than we are.
Also, he has the option to check, and we cannot.
Right.
Oh, Confusion.
Confusion could do something. There's one self-hit and no more hits.
So if he can...
A hit would be big here for free people. Feel free to roll. Hello? Did we lose connection?
I don't know.
No, I mean, the cursor's blinking, so the game is running.
Yeah, we did not lose connection. Exciting. If 3 people gets a hit,
that matters a fair amount.
Then you're down
okay.
to basically 50.
We're just
it's not a hit. Okay.
No leader. So yeah, you take the regular for sure.
I don't know. Is it that sure?
Yeah. You get 2 presses this way.
Yeah, but only on 2 dice. So if you miss here and 3 people get a hit, you can't really. Oh, Palantir is a good draw now.
Krula's death is great.
On 5s.
Is this game?
Should probably be enough.
Not yet. Oh, there we go.
There's a thing. GG. Oof. Yeah, I think if Aragorn just stayed in Dol Amroth, then probably this would not have happened. But it's hard to say. I mean, he did force Shadow to spend some dice fighting him. And then he had some bad luck, right, this turn and last turn with his action dice, which have not been ideal. And it's pretty close. I mean, the hunt pool now is looking pretty friendly with the 1 reveal stop being gone.
Mm-hmm.
So probably next turn he would have dunked the ring. And yeah, let's not forget that. Oh well, maybe dunked the ring or died, right?
Yeah,
that was also a very real chance.
Man, that Isildur's for 3, the candles for 3,
candles for 3.
2. Was it 3? Yeah.
Oh, he knows that there's another way.
Yeah, I've put
It's
up
been
a
played.
splash screen,
It
but
just
Wey is asking, "Did you have There's Another Way?" Which
yeah,
we
I
happen to
know.
know is gone.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's been a pretty close game actually. I mean, the fight at Woodland Run was pretty close. That was a non-zero chance that Shadow does not get the hit here, and then I think next turn, Free People have a solid shot at dunking the ring.
Right. When Free People were plus 10 on sixes, Shadow was minus, what was it, 7 on sixes? So that's how
Yeah,
this game happened. Well, thank
that's
you all for
true.
watching. We don't have a date scheduled for the next game, so we'll see where we end in the next little bit here. Obviously, with schedules, it can be a little while between games, but thank you all for joining. Thank you, Galahad, for joining me on the co-cast. It was excellent to get your put.
Thanks for having me. It was a great game, and I'm looking forward for game 2 of the finals.
Yeah.
Exciting times. See you next time, hopefully, and have a good day or good night wherever you're from.
Yep.
Bye bye.
All right.